used to that word minister. So weird to me. I know, right? I'm walking in it. It's walking in deep, one or the other.
Right, both.
All right. So, wow. When I was contacted to come to speak tonight, because I'm a yes person, I always say yes. God, I'm just like, be ready, right? Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Right?
That's what I said.
All day. So when she contacted me, I was like, yeah, I can do that. You know, I was in my car, I was driving. I could do that. And I could do that too. And that. And then I got off the phone and I was like, God, what am I saying to these people? Wait a minute. And then in my prayers, because you always have to go to God. Yes. Regardless. I don't care if you're tying your shoes. You should probably ask God whether you're tying them with your left hand or right hand today. Because it might be different from yesterday. But he told me something that my pastor told me a couple of weeks ago when I was getting ready to go speak. He said, you have to learn how to tell your story. So, God said you're going to tell your story. A couple of years ago, I was married in 2011. And that marriage was quick because I was trying to be quick. Like I said, you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't really ready, right? So in the midst of this marriage, I began to trust more in my husband than I began to trust in God. And I began to give him all of the honor and all the praise for being my husband and not giving it to the person who I was supposed to be giving it to. And no doubt, I still went to church, I still praised, I still did everything that I thought that God was telling me to do. But because I wasn't covered, because I was in love with a man who wasn't in love with God, the bricks weren't stacked up the correct way. So because my faith wasn't completely in God, it was in that marriage, when it began to fall apart, I began to fall apart. So to make a long story short, in 2012, my ex-husband and I were going through some things, and I just felt like I couldn't take it anymore. And I called him a couple times, he didn't answer the phone. And I'm like, you're going to answer this phone. You know how we get, right? So I gave AT&T some money that night, right? I got that unlimited work. So I kept calling and texting, and he was not answering. And I said, you know what? I just can't do this no more. So I went into my bathroom and opened the cabinet, and all the pills, I just took them, put them on the table. And I said, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to end this today. So I began to open the bottles, and I began to take pill by pill, water, pill, water, pill, water, pill, pills, water, whatever, until I didn't know who I was or where I was anymore. I woke up being wheeled down my stairs into the back of an ambulance. When I woke up again, I was at the hospital with my best friend at the time. And I looked up and I said, how did I get here? She said, you texted me. See, God works in mysterious ways. We say that all the time, but I don't think we really understand what it means. I was out of my mind, but I texted her. And the text simply said, I love you, goodbye. How did she know what that meant? She came to my house, and opened the door, which I had stupidly left open. Now watch this. I'm from Chicago. You don't leave your door open in Chicago, right? God works in mysterious ways. That night continued, and I noticed that I could just see demons in the faces of the nurses. The nurses just kept telling me, you're not going home. We're about to send you to a facility. I'm like, you ain't sending me to no facility. I'm going home. And they're like, no, you're going to a facility because you tried to hurt yourself. And I said, I didn't try to hurt myself. I wasn't trying to hurt me. I was just trying to get up out of here. There was too much going on. They're like, well, you need to be evaluated. And they were just mean. They were just mean. They wouldn't pump my stomach. And God said, see? And I was like, no. I didn't get it. I didn't understand what was going on. What ended up happening was they called every facility in Chicago. And there were no beds open. Not a bed open in Chicago. The meanest nurse came into my room and said, you going home? I know. He told me nothing I didn't already know. So when the doctor came in, he decided he was going to give me this pep talk, and he was talking and I didn't hear him, and he finally said, you tried to hurt yourself. I said, no. I took my eyes off of God for 1 second, and that's all it took. See, the problem was I put all my eggs in one basket.
That's right.
Let me take that back. That wasn't the problem. The problem wasn't that I put all my eggs in one basket. The problem was that I put my eggs in the wrong basket.
That's right now.
That's right. I got up out the hospital bed, found out that whole time I had been hollering for my husband. And the nurse had been telling me I didn't have a husband. And it took my best friend to tell her that I did. He finally showed up. I went home, I got dressed, and I had almost totally forgot that I was supposed to speak that day. So I had just enough time to shower and get to where I was supposed to go to speak. And God said at that time, this is your focus. If you do this, I'll do the rest. Wow. And since then, I've been doing this, and he's been doing the rest.
That's right.
So I'm divorced now. That's behind me.
Yes.
But God has sent me someone who supports me, who loves me, who loves him, and who understands where I'm going. And he doesn't try to block that. See, sometimes you'll meet somebody who can't stand your shine. They can't stand your glow. So you got to be careful of that. When you're somebody in Christ, you have to understand that there are going to be demons that are waiting for you to slip up so that they can sneak in. So I'm going to read a piece from my book. It's called Breathe Deep and Think About It. That's the name of the book. And I do have a couple of copies here if you guys want to purchase them tonight. This is called I Need to Talk to You. It's really short. Jesus, I need to talk to you. Because there's some things that I need you to help me do. See, this year has already began, and newfound commitments is striving to begin, and I need strength. I need strength to endure so I can wait in your will. I long for my relationship with you to be real. Search me, Lord, and clean up my insides. Continue to keep me in my right mind, because this world is not my own, but I'm here, Lord. I gotta be here, Lord. So make me strong. Help me to hold on and forgive me of my sins. Teach me your will so my life can begin. Lord, it'll be a long year, and I know that I cannot do this on my own. Because if my life was in my own hands, it would already be gone. I'd be dead or missing inside of my mind. But you, God, you keep me safe for another 365 days. And for that alone, I say thanks. I'm grateful. And you are worthy of the praise. And if the masses decide not to get up and praise, I'll do my own thing. See, we as the church, we really have a lot to be grateful for. Some people won't see no more Februarys no more. So, Lord, I pray for your people. Because without you, we won't make it another step. Allow us not to regret anything that we've done and move on. Give us vision. Allow us to commit. Grow your will within us. Make us strong. Bless your servants and give us a heart to serve. And thank you for not giving up on us. And thank you for not giving us what we really do deserve. Thank you for being there when we feel like we're alone. Thank you for your mercy and thank you for your grace. Thank you for everyone in this place. And as we strive and press on in our faith, bless our hearts, clean us up, and wipe off our slates. Amen.
Amen.
So we all have gifts and we all have talents. And while we're waiting for God to send us whomever he's going to send us, what we have to remember is to stay busy in Christ. But we also have to remember that once he sends us who he's going to send us, you still have to stay busy in Christ.
Amen.
The good thing is now you have somebody to stay busy in Christ with you. With you. See, I praise God from my soul. So until the cross stops bleeding, can't nobody tell me that I'm wrong. Because see, I know what the Lord has done for me. And you might think that I just got a little bit too happy too early, but you got to understand that I'm free. See, me, I was in a real bad state of mind. And if God hadn't snatched me up, I would still be beat down and doing real hard times. But he saw something in me that I didn't know that I had, so I got to keep writing. And it's so sad that it took me this long to recover from my stupidity. And you can turn your nose down and look up. But I know there's at least somebody in this room that's feeling me. See, I had to recognize the sin in me so he could deliver me. And I'm so pressed for God that I got these so-called saints trying to get rid of me. But I cannot continue to stand back and keep my mouth closed. Because God has blessed me to spit these words, adverbs and nouns, and I refuse to be found slipping. Or standing on the sidelines watching these church folks tripping. Don't get it twisted, you see, because ain't no more fighting for me. Not in the streets. I throw bowls with pens, papers, and ink. Because I've been given the power to speak. And giving God his due praise. Keeping in mind that same somebody in here needs to be saved. Because when she leave here, she might be going right back to the block. She might be going right back to selling rocks. Back to that same corner where she always almost gets shot. Because she just trying to eat. She just trying to keep shoes on her baby girl's feet. So she gonna stay with him and she gonna keep getting beat. And I know it because one of them two fools used to be me. But God gave me the victory. So I gotta keep writing. See, my dark has been real dark and my wrong has been real wrong, but somehow I keep coming out with brand new songs. Wait, hold on, you don't get it. You don't get it. Being in Christ is hard. Being in life is harder. But it's up to us to carry the church and not to keep it inside of the bricks and the mortar. And the corners ain't always infected. And if us church folks will get up off our knees for a minute, we could get it resurrected. It's up to us to readjust it. My soul is disgusted. My soul is busted. My key to the city has been rusted. Because won't nobody let me in. Won't nobody let me in, y'all. And we keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. But I'm going to keep writing. Because it's the only thing that keeps me sane. And furthermore, it's so deeply embedded in my brain, and it's a shame that it's the only way I really know how to relieve my pain. I'm going to keep writing because words somehow seem to slow down the rain. So keep writing if you understand this piece. Keep writing if you really got something to say. Keep writing if you're only still here by God's grace. Please don't hide behind the word, show us your face, because cowards seem to slow the pace. Keep writing if you understand this piece. Keep writing if something on the inside of you needs to be released. Keep keep writing because somebody needs to hear it. The truth, somebody needs to get near it. Keep writing if God told you to, because it says in his words that your talents will continue to make room for you.
Yes, what it said.
So keep writing. All right, check it. I'm going to do one more verse. Because I see it in your eyes. Some of y'all might be tired of me talking about the church. But what's worse, check this out. I really don't care. Because you ain't got a heaven or hell to put me in. And I've been and gave up on friends. Where were you when the lights didn't work? Where were you when I was hit by a car at an early age and I wasn't even hurt? Where was you when I was getting fingered by the block, pushing weight and making drops? Who kept me up out of jail? Who snatched me up out of the pits of hell? It wasn't you. So get used to me talking about God, because that's what I do. That's what I do. And if you don't like it, you ain't got to hear me, boo. Because the truth is, I really don't speak for you. And if this room was empty, and it was dark and mirrors, me and this mic, we'll still get with it, my dude. Because my life is a miracle. So keep writing. So that's my story. I'm going to do one more piece if that's okay. And then I'm going to sit down. I recently wrote this piece maybe a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. I don't know if any of you guys really understand what God is doing right now. But when you're really in tune with God, it'll be days when you just sitting and you trying to figure out what's wrong with me. Why am I sad? Why am I sad? I was so sad the other day. I was trying to find somebody to be mad at and blame it on. I'm at shoot today. But a lot of times that's God. That's God stirring something up in your heart. And a couple weeks ago, I was just feeling some kind of way, and I really didn't understand it. And it's times like that when I have to really just pull out my paper and begin to write. And I go into these zones where I don't even know what I'm writing until I come out of it. And the funny part about it is when you're really connected, and I'm just now learning that I'm connected, right? Is that God won't even let me read it until days and days later. So this is one of those pieces. And if it be God's will, maybe you'll get into a book one day. Right now it's in this book, so we don't go with that. So before I disclaimer, I like to make people mad on purpose, because when you get mad, you do something. So my prayer and my hope is that you won't get mad at me, but that you'll get so mad at yourself that you will change. Amen. Amen. It don't even have a title, so we're just gonna call it Paul. I'm goofy. So you say that you're a Christian. And you say that you're a soldier for Christ. You've highlighted verses from Ephesians 6, but about going to war for the Lord, you've never really thought twice. You've never thought for an instant that the words in the New Testament just might be true. See, the enemy has come to steal, to kill, and destroy. So what makes you think that he's not gunning for you too? I need you to understand that this is serious. This Christ thing is real. We've got believers in foreign lands being beheaded. That's killed. Bodies stacked up like paperweights because they keep refusing to deny their faith. And you got the nerves to be playing. My God. My God. What has this world been converted to? The word says that many are called, but few are chosen. Perhaps that's because those chosen keep ignoring the calls. So we got fear-filled Christians prancing around and praying for things that have already been written. No power, no authority, no passion, no boldness. carrying burdens and being yoked up and choked up by problems that are way more smaller than my God. And while we Christians are sleeping, we didn't gave these demons time enough to formulate a whole squad. And half of nobody is looking for the work on the ground because we too busy looking up in the clouds, waiting on Jesus to come back down and fix it. But you say that you're a Christian, and you say that you're a soldier for Christ, but about war you've never thought twice. You've highlighted great scriptures in the Bible, but you don't live out his word. And every Sunday you take up the same space in the church house, but not one message has your soul really heard. And when is the last time you cried out to the Lord on behalf of these babies in the street? When is the last time you refused your flesh to eat and allowed your spirit, your soul, and God to meet? When is the last time you even worship a song of thanks for somebody that wasn't directly connected or blessing you? Do you love your enemies? Because God commanded us to do that too.
That's right.
See, these worldly saints, they keep me knee bent and praying. Because of them, the kingdom has become a joke to the masses. Because of them, they laugh at my Lord's backlashes. The many times that his face hit the pavement while he carried our cross to Golgotha means nothing to them. So I keep praying. I keep praying that one day they'll begin to repent. I keep praying that one by one sinners will begin to recognize him as God's son, not just some prophet. My Jesus was more than a prophet. My Jesus was the prophecy.
Yes.
He came, he taught, he loved, he suffered, he bled, he died for me. So excuse me if I seem a little bit too excited, but it's like fire that's shut up in my bones. And all that I desire is to one day approach the throne and hear God say, servant, well done. Here is your key to your mansion. Come here with me and meet the angels. Come here and worship before my son. So I'll go to war if I have to. I'll march with the angels if they ask. I'll travel to the nations and pray for the nameless and the unthought about. And from the top of any mountain, I'll shout it out. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You say that you're a Christian. And you say that you're a soldier for Christ. So I ask you, where's your power? Where's your authority?